hear me? All right,
I can
no
hear you,
problem.
Kowi. Continue.
Okay, so thanks. Now, so today we are going to be this. Let me just highlight what we are going to be talking about in today's class. So this is going to be our guide. Now, first is introduction to what Excel, Microsoft Excel. Then the next one is what we are going to be talking about some basic formatting in Excel. Then the next one we are going to be talking about text function in Excel. And if time permits, we move to date functions. Okay, now let's get started. Okay. Good. So first thing is what we have what Excel. As you can see it now, let me zoom in so that you'll be able to see my screen very well. As we can see the way this Excel is, it looks in form of what box, both rows and what columns. Now, across each of the columns, we have what the heading is in form of what alphabet. We have A, B, C, D, E, F, right? Then row wise, that means what horizontally we have what it's been labeled in form of what with numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, so we have this each box now. Each of these box has their own unique name, but generally we call the box cells. What do I call it? Cell. Okay. So we call each box what a cell. So this one is what it's a cell. This one is also what a cell. This one is also what a cell. Exactly. So that means Excel consists of what in an Excel workbook or in an Excel worksheet we have what a lot of what cells. Now, but each of the cells they have their own what unique name. Each of these cells they do what they have their own unique name. And how do we name them? We have the what the way we name them is formula. It is in this form. We have them in form of what they are being named in form of what vertical, then horizontal. What do I mean? Now, if you should check now, this is what it's in what D column, right? So this particular cell now, I'm going to call it what it is going to be what D now. And what it's what in column D, right? And which row? Row 5. So this particular cell now is called what? Cell D5. Don't know if you get me. So this one also will become what cell F what the column first, then what column. So this is what we know as what cell F9. This one is going to be what cell C13. I hope you are getting me. So that's on each of the cell. So each of the cell has their what unique name. And another way that will make you to know what the name of the cell, just come to this particular box here. This box you are seeing here, we call it what name box. What did I say? Name box. So any cell you clicked on, this particular name box is going to be showing what the cell's name. Any cell you clicked on, this particular what cell name box is going to be telling you what the name of the cell. Now, so I'm on what cell C13, and you can what can you see here? C13. Let me click on another one. This one what cell F1, right? Then I'm having what F1 here. I hope this is clear. Now let's come to this bottom. As you can see, you should see sheet 1 and plus here, right? Now, you might have been hearing two words spreadsheet. Okay, let me just say 3 words. Spreadsheets. We have worksheets, and we have what workbook. Now, what does each of these word means? Now, Excel is being called spreadsheet because of what its nature. Because of what its nature. What is its nature? Its nature is in form of what column and what row. The only reason why we call Excel spreadsheet is because of what the way it is. Look at this one now. We have what in form of what row and column. So that is the only reason why we call it spreadsheet. That is why you see some people instead of saying Microsoft Excel, or they say what Google spreadsheet, They will say what? They will just call it spreadsheet generally. So it now depends on what the one your company is using. That's when okay, they are talking about what? Google spreadsheet or what? Microsoft spreadsheet. So the only reason why it's being called what spreadsheet is because of what its nature. That means what it's a form of what row and what column. Exactly. Then we have worksheet and workbook. Now this workbook now, okay, this particular sheet now is called what worksheet. It's called what worksheet. But once you start having more than a sheet, it becomes what workbook. So the only thing that is changed is what sheet and book. So if the document is just what just a document with just a sheet, we call it what worksheet. But once the document has more than a sheet, and I'm having sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, then it becomes workbook. All this is also clear. Now let's move to this place now. We see all these things you are seeing here, we call them what? Toolbar. What do I call them? Toolbar. Now these are what menu bar, this is what our file bar. So in case you want to save, you want to open another document, you want to print, you want to export, publish, or you want to even check your account, you can come here. You can see this is where you are going to know what the type of Excel you are using. Microsoft 365. Exactly. So if you want to check the Excel you are using, you can just come to this account. You are going to see it here. Now, so that is just basic about that. So then if you want to save as, get add-ins, then basically that's what you can do. Then if you want to do some other options in Excel, we have a lot of options. So you can just explore this place. That's what I'm going to do, most of them. Now, let me come here. So this is my home tab. This is my home tab. This place where I'm going to change what, just like Excel. Basically, this particular aspect looks like what the one of what Microsoft Word. I believe you all of what are used to what Microsoft Word. Now, this is what you change your format here, you change your what font size. If you want to increase your font, if you want to decrease. So now, then we have two things here. Let me explain this one. We have what's known as font color, and we have what's known as fill color. Font color and what fill color. You see this font color is going to be affecting what your text. Why this fill color is going to be affecting what your cell. Now let me just show you what I mean. You can see I'm on workbook, right? If I should click on this, only the text will change color. The cell will still remain what white. Let me click on it. You can see it now. Now what? My text is now what in form of what red colors. Then if I should click on this particular one, what happened? My cell changed its color. Hope this is clear. Now you want to bold, italicized, you want to underline, then what? If you want to what, give it border. So you do all those ones there. Now we have also margin center. So let me just assume I have something like this. Maybe I want to put an heading in something. Okay, I can just say name of students. You understand? So now let me now assume this is just topic. I have what name I have. Okay, let me just call it. Let me call it name. Let me call it student information. Students info. Exactly. Then I have name here. I have class here. I have what year here. Now that means this is like an heading. But I'm having only on this name, and I want you to cut across these three. How will I do it? Just come here, just come to this place, swipe to all the cell you want you to be on, then you come to margin center. You can see it works. This is then we have to for changing our data types. So we have different data types: general, number, currency, accounting, short date, long date, time, percent, fraction. Once we start talking about dates, I'm going to explain some things to you about dates in Excel. Exactly. Since we are still going there, so don't let me just dwell on it here again. Then we have fraction, we have type. So we have a series of data types in Excel. So that please, I hope I'm not too fast. Please confirm from the audience if I'm not too fast, please. In case
no,
so
you
I
are
can
not too
just
fast.
Okay, all right,
You are not
thanks.
too fast.
Let the volunteers please answer. You know, we are part of the facilitator, so
All right,
we really can't really say.
Please
So
drop
please,
in the chat
those
room.
volunteer that I gave my sorry, go.
All right, okay.
Please take it easy, sir.
So yeah, we have conditional. Okay, now let me continue. Now we have conditional for in case there are some things you might want to do with conditional formatting. So we get to that also in the process of our class. So there are tons of things you can do with this conditional formatting. So maybe you want to check if something is greater than a particular number or a particular range. You want to check something within what a particular range equal to a text that contains something. You can do all those things in this particular one. If you want to check duplicate values also, you can use our conditional formatting for that. Then maybe top 10, top 5 in terms of percent. You can check in terms of maybe percent you want to check. You can use your top, and if it is in terms of count, top 10 items. Now, difference between these top 10% and top 10 items, let me assume I have let me say I have okay, let me assume I have a particular I have 20 rows of something. If I see top 10 items, it's going to select the top 10 for me. If it's top 10%, it's going to a kind of rank it on based on 100%. Then to show me just the top 10%. That means that for this one, this top 10 items, I will be having it's going to be showing me 10 things. It's going to highlight 10 things, the top 10. But for this top 10%, how many will be highlighting? 10% of 20 is just 2. All that is clear. Then we have the bottom term, the above average, below average. You can even set our own rules as anyhow what we want. Then we have the data bars, we have the color scales, the icon sets. So all these things, there are ways we use them. As we progress in our class, we get to them. Then we have format as table. Now, if you want to sort and filter also, you can use this sort A to Z, sort Z to A, custom sort. You can even define your own the way you want it to be sorted. Exactly. We have option as level sorting also in Excel. You can also do that. So it just it depends on your choice. You can just explore it anyhow you want. Then we have the filter button also. So this filter button is just to reduce, or we are checking based on particular condition. So if you want to check based on particular condition, then you can use your filter also. Exactly. They are nice tools. Once you start using Excel, you get used to them, and they are tools you are going to love a lot because they assist you in the process of analysis. We have find and select. So if you want to find a particular alphabet or even words, can use this. We have replace, we have go to special. So all these things are things we use. Now, then we have the inserts. So let me just quickly tell you some things. You see, whenever you're analyzing, basically what we use most, although there are some rare cases you might want to use some other one, but what you use most in Excel, whenever you analyze, is just basically, let me say this inserts, this formula and data tab. At times, just we use this almost for just basic formatting. Understand? But aside that, insert formulas and data are the one we use most times. Most times, those are what we use. Exactly. Now, and let me explain this particular box we are seeing. This particular box you are seeing is called formula bar. What do I call it? Formula bar. So anything you type in the cell, this formula bar is going to be displaying it for you. Now, if you should check this one, I'm having a student info. What am I having here? Change student info also. Exactly. Let me click on this cell. Anything at all you type inside the words, inside the cell, this formula bar is going to be displaying it for you. Hope this is clear. Then we have the insert. So whenever you want to use pivot table in the process of maybe you are done with your data cleaning, then you want to analyze, you use pivot table, recommended pivot table. So this is due to the AI in Excel. So it helps you to recommend a suitable pivot table or suitable charts for your analysis. Exactly. Then we have the table, we have the illustration. So this way we have our picture. We want to insert picture, shapes, different things also there. Yeah. Now this is our charts. Exactly. So maybe we are done with analysis, then you want to make the presentation. So we make use of charts for that. So you can always come to this place. We have the 3D map, we have the spark line. This spark line is also a form of visualizing also. Is that clear? Then we have the slicer. So this slicer is working it's just like an advanced filters. So and this one it will be in form of in form of charts also. It's always with our dashboard. Exactly. So that means you can navigate to your charts with this slicer. All you just need to do is to connect with it. Then we have the text, we have the symbols. So I'm not going to talk on page because of time. So let me just go to formulas. So this formula, so we have tons of formula in Excel. You can see these are functions like. So under this formula, that's where we have most of our functions. Now let me quickly explain what we mean by functions and formula for you. Now there's a difference between functions and formula in Excel. What do I mean? So if I have something like this, I have 2, I have 3, I have 5, I have 6. Now I want to add them. Now, if I want to add them like this, I can use formula and I can use function. Now, but the first thing is either you want to use formula or you want to use functions in Excel. Is that clear? So one thing you should know first is what before you can use a formula or function in Excel, you must call it out. And the only thing we use in calling out functions or formulas in Excel is what is equals to sign. Anytime you want to use what a function or a formula in Excel, you must what call it out. And the only thing we use in what calling out what functions in Excel is equals to what sign. Okay. Now formula is always in form of, should I say what, manual inputting. Yes, let me use that word, manual inputting. While functions, what it makes it very easier. Now let me see. If I want to use formula.
Kowi.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Some people
Yes,
are
I
saying
can.
that the screen is not moving. Some people are saying the screen is not moving.
Can you see my screen from your own end?
Yes, I can. But
Maybe
it's
their network.
it's
Okay,
not
let me stop
moving.
sharing
It's
and
not
reshare
moving.
again. Okay, let me
Okay.
reshare again. Is it better now?
I can't see your screen.
You can't see my screen.
Okay, I can see it now. I can see it now.
And is it moving? Is it moving now?
Yes, yes.
All right, thanks. Now, so I have equals to sign. Hope you've not missed anything. Basically, I've just been explaining though. So I just want to practicalize now. So I believe it should be fine. Exactly. Now, so I was explaining something that we have functions and we have what formula. Now I want to explain the difference between what function and what formula. Then I said before we can use either function or formula, we need to use what equals to sign. I'll just say what now I want to start with what formula first. Formula. I'll just say what equals to. So I want to add. So that means that we have to be doing what 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 6. Then I'm going to get what my equals to 16. Do you see what I did? Now, if I now want to use what, so if I want to use what function, so the function we use for what for adding in Excel is known as sum function. What do I call it? Sum function. So I just need to say equals to sum. Then you can even swipe like this. You can swipe chart like this. You can swipe like this. And you say enter. You can see I'm having the same thing. So this one is known as function. This is what sum function. But this one is what known as the formula. I hope it is clear. You don't need to be computing your plus like that. Now you have name manager. So maybe we've named our range of cells. That's the essence of this name manager.
Please, sorry for interrupting you. Please, can you close the various notification?
It's it's going to be disturbing. I don't know. But it's going to disappear in a few minutes time.
Okay.
To disappear. Yes.
Thank you.
That is why I had to shift my screen a bit. It will disappear in a few minutes time. So is everything clear now? Can we continue? Now. So then
Yes,
I have what? I have data tab. Now, so in case you want to go and clean our data in Power Query and any other thing you want to do, then we use what data tab. Exactly. We have text to column from here also. We have what data validation from here. Maybe I want to create a list. We have all those ones in this particular place also. Okay. Then we have filter here also and what sorting here. So basically that is just things you need to know. Basically, yes. Those are the things you need to know. Exactly. So before we go into what text functions, before we go into text, now let's just do some basic formatting in Excel. Now we are going to be starting with how to create a drop-down list. Exactly. Let's start with how to create a drop-down list. Now let's assume I have names. Okay, I have name, I have gender. Exactly. So what I want you to do is what write your name. Now, let me now tell the essence of what this gender, this list. Now, it's one thing about Excel is that if you type something like this, first thing is what, as default, Excel is what, it's not case sensitive. So if I should type mail like this, and I type mail like this, and I type mail like this, is that clear? All this one, Excel is going to see as the same thing because it is not case sensitive. Is that clear? Although there are some functions that are case sensitive, we are going to get there. Is that clear? There are some functions, but as default, like default, the way Excel is being created, it's not case sensitive. But space itself is also what, a character in Excel. That means, you know, I said all this one I type now, they are the same thing. But if I should type now, check space first, then MALE. Then I type MALE space. Then I type ordinary MALE. You see all these things you are seeing, they are not the same thing. Let me come again. This mail you are seeing with what? With space in front, and this mail you are seeing that with what? Space after, and the one with what? Without space. They are not the same thing in Excel. Because of what? This one, this space you are seeing is just like you said what? One MLE and this. Now you yourself, one MLE, one mail and mail one, are they the same thing? We all know they are not the same thing. So that is the same thing as what? Putting space here after and what? Putting space what? Before. They are not the same thing. Exactly. Now, so since you want to analyze and you know that, okay, I'm going to be making use of gender, and we all know that what, the gender we have, you can only be either male or you are a female. You cannot be what, any other thing. So it's always better for you to what, so that you are not going to what, start saying if you want to clean data, you need to what, clean the gender column also. If it's in form of what, you are giving people a list to choose, so you can just create a drop-down list, and we also look for our lookup function also. You can create a drop-down list to what? To create a list. So all the yes.
Your screen is still lagging.
What is the problem?
Maybe it's the network.
The network is fine. Let me change my network.
Or the rate you move your mouse.
I'm coming. Let me change my network then. Let me change.
All right. Okay, before it comes back, so I want you all to signify by through emoji if you understand all what you have been taught from the beginning. If you still need some clarity, you can also type it in the chat box. All right, I need my emoji. Okay. Okay. So among the people that were given mic permission, can you just explain what you understand by worksheet and workbook? Worksheet and workbook. Okay. Ekpe, you can talk.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you. I want to welcome everybody.
All right.
Actually, the difference between spreadsheet and workbook is spreadsheet is more like when you have a simple file like one sheet, you're operating on one sheet.
Okay.
And why workbook is when you have multiple sheets in a form and you're working on multiple sheets.
Okay.
So it becomes a workbook.
All right. Okay, you are correct. Thank you. Can another person explain to us the importance of the data validation that he's talking about? Ajayi, you can speak. Hello, you have been given mic. Hello? Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Actually, I'm just joining now, but from my knowledge, data validation is actually a tool that assists you to, like, is a tool that actually assists you to pick, for example, pick a value without making any mistake. So that's what I feel data validation is, so that whenever you are cleaning, there won't be mistakes in the characters.
Okay.
So that's what
Okay, thank you. Okay. Yes, data validation is used to maintain the integrity of your data so that it will make your analysis to be clean. If you have multiple, if the data is not clean enough, the analysis will not come out very good. So let us connect back with our tutor as he takes us along the class. Please follow up.
Okay. Please, can you see my screen now?
No, not yet.
Okay. Right.
Okay. Hello everyone. As we wait for him, let me do a recap of what we have been learning so far. So, like Ekpe has rightly said, worksheet is when you are working on a single sheet, and workbook is when you are working is the combination of multiple sheets altogether. Okay, I think it's back.
Okay. Please, can you see my screen now?
Yes, yes. You can see your screen.
All right. So, good. All right. Thanks for your response. I believe that means everyone is going what? Everyone is moving with us. Exactly. Now, so now let's learn how to create a list. Exactly. Let's learn how to create a list. So what do I mean? That means if I should give this thing to 5 people to type their name, everybody are going to type their name. I can't create a list for a name since everyone is going to have a different name. But the gender is either you're male or female. So let me just let me write names. This one is Ayo, Ola, Tayo, Taye. Okay, let me just Taye. Is that clear? Now, I don't want to show about. I will ask people to put in the agenda. Then some people will be putting space male. Some people now be putting male space. Some people now be putting male LE. Some people might even make mistake. You understand? I don't want that situation to happen because if I want to, whenever I want to analyze my data now, this is going to be showing different variable, and which I don't want that to happen. Is that clear? I want us to have so whenever I want to create my charts, I should just have just a male and a female. So for me to copy all these things, it's better for me to just create a list. Exactly. Now let me show you how to create a list then. Now, so I'm going to be having male here, It's advisable whenever you want to create your list, look for a cheat sheet you are not using at all. Exactly. They're really like what? Like your private sheets. So like, let me just write my male here and what? Female here. Exactly. Now let me come to my sheet one. I want to create what? A gender list. Now let's do it. First, highlight what the cells you want to use. I've highlighted them, right? Exactly, I've highlighted them. Then I will come to what? My data tab. Please let us follow me. Now, for me, highlight first, then what? Come to my data tab. Now I'm on my what? My data tab. Fine. The next I will go to is what? My data tools. First is what? Highlight the cell. Next is what? Data tab. Next one is what? Is data tools. Exactly. Now on my data tools, what am I going to do? I will now navigate to what? Where am I having what? My data validation. You see this data validation, there are a lot of things you can do there. Exactly. But after creating the list, I'm going to show you just one or two things you can do with your data validation. Exactly. Now, I will just come here now, come to my data validation. Now, you can see allow any value. As default, our cells is programmed to allow any values insert. Either you are inserting text, you are inserting what numbers in terms of what integer or decimal. Anything you want to insert as default, you can see. What can you see here? Allow any value. Please, I'm very sorry with this notification. It's going to leave now. But I hope you can see the allow any value, right? Now, so it's going to leave very soon. Please, just bear with me. Now, I've highlighted it. Then this what on my data validation now. Then I'll just come to here. I'll say what list. I hope you can see list there now. Now say list. Now, is that going to ask me what do I want to use as my list? In cell drop down, yes, I want it to be in form of drop down. I will now say come here, come to my source. Then I will come to my sheets and what select these two. Now you see what? Okay. That means once you write your name, instead of saying you want to type your gender, just click on this drop down, then what you select it. I'm a male, yes, click on male. You are a female, just select, then click on what? Female. I hope this is clear. You are a female, click on female. You are a male, click on male. I hope this is clear. Now, if I now want to type, if I go and type MALE space, it's going to an error. I hope you can see it. It will not accept anything. Or I type space MALE, it's going to an error. Okay, I did not put space there. Sorry. Space MALE. You see what happened? It removed the word space by itself because it's at some result. It's not relevant. I hope you can see there is no space there again. Now, I can type what my female also. Anything we've programmed to be as part of what our list, we can type it there. Anything we are typing, anything I put in my list, anything at all I put in my list, it once I type it's going to accept it. But if I should put females here now, you see, it's not going to accept it. I hope it is clear. So now let me now show you some other things we can do in this our data validation before we move forward. Let me quickly show you some things. Yes, let me comment. So let's assume I want to ensure what the number you can only insert. Okay, I say rate this class. And I want to be with just 1 to 10. You know, we are human. If you tell people to rate this thing between 1 to 10, so people are going to be putting 15. I don't want stress for myself. All I just want is just between 1 to 10. So it will be very easy for me to evaluate what I want to evaluate. Exactly. So part of what I can do is I will just restrict myself not to take any number aside from it should not take any number beyond 10 and below 10. So that means any number anyone wants to insert, it should be between 1 to 10. If anybody should insert anything aside between 1 to 10, reject it. So I'll just use the same thing, the same method. So let me say rate 1 to 10. Exactly. So all I just need to do is the same thing. In fact, I might not even select everything as default. I might just come in this particular cell. Then I'll come to my data. Then for my data, I'll come to my data validation. It's the same process. Data, come data tools, then you come to data validation. Exactly. Click on data validation. Then from there, instead of allow any value, then you say what? Allow what? Whole number. Exactly. Between what? Just one.
Hello, Kowi.
What? Yes.
Please, can you do a recap from that gender aspect? Some people are still lagging behind. They couldn't see your screen when you are trying to do it. The data validation.
Hope it is not their network.
I think so.
It's their network, right?
Yes, but
Can you
sometimes
see
it
it?
flags on
Were
my
you
own
able to see
network.
it?
It flags here too.
Were
Yes.
you able to see it? Were you able to
But
see
it's too
it?
no. Sometimes your voice is faster than what you are showing.
Okay. All right. So let me quickly explain it again. I said the way I'm having what, you know, I've put what, either male or female here, right? I put either male or female here. So I said if you want to type, if you are free to type male here, but you cannot type either MALE space, it won't accept it. Okay, and you cannot type what, let me say males, it will not accept it. So anything you want to type, it must be either male or female. What we've programmed our cells to accept, that is the only thing is going to be accepting. So you can either choose or what you type. But if you should type any other thing aside the two values we've given to ourselves, it's not going to accept it. I hope this is clear. That is why when I'm typing what males, what happens is what is rejecting me. But if I should type male myself, okay, male, I don't want to select, I want to type male. It's what happened? No, there is no space. Male, it accepts it. I hope it is clear. Same thing goes to what, the female also. Now there I say what, if you want to rate, I want to what, okay, rate this particular class between 1 to 10. And I don't want some people to come and be giving what something else aside 1 to 10. And some people might even be giving you decimal, in which I don't want. I just want strictly whole numbers. Exactly. So I can choose the same thing by what? I'm going to what? It kind of restrict myself. So data validation is, we are using what? It kind of restrict what our cell is going to be taking. I hope you are getting me. It's not what we are giving what our cell restriction. So if anyone give you this particular thing, reject it. Because what? That is not what I want. I hope it is clear. Now, so I will now say what? From here, instead of leaving it for any value, just what I'm going to restrict it. I come to my data tab, same thing as we did in list. Now we come to what? My data tools. You can see my data tools here, right? Then you come to what? Data validation. Is that clear? Now, instead of allow any value, I'm going to what? I don't want any value. Allow just whole numbers. Then it will now be what? Between minimum is 1. Then the maximum should be what? Should be 10. Okay? I will say okay. If I want, okay, like this one, and this one I can still input anything because you know I did not select it, right? Let me show you. If I should put 11 here now, it's going to reject it. I hope it's clear. If I put 9, it will accept it because 9 is within the range. If I put what? If I put 0, it won't accept it also. But 0 is not part of the range. Because we are restricting ourselves to what? Okay, this is what I want you to take. I don't want to take this. But this one now, since we did not apply the rule to this one, if I should type anything, it will accept it. This is if I should type anything 11, it will accept it also. Okay. Now, so I've already I've a kind of restricted this myself. Then I want to apply the same rule to this particular cell that are under it also. So does that mean that we have to come to my data again and go to my data tools? No, you don't need that. Is that clear? You don't need to go to this process again. All you just need to do now is we've already put the rules here. Just come to this particular small box we are seeing here. Let me zoom in so that you'll be able to see it very well. Now please concentrate on this small square box you can see here. Hope you can see it. There is a small square box here. Now, another thing that will make you to know you are already on that small box. If you should check this my cursor, it's showing white plus. Once you just over to on this particular small square box, it will become black. Let me come again. As default is going with white. But once I get it, it become what? Black. So this box you are seeing, you call it autofill. What did I say? Autofill. What do you mean by the autofill? The same function or what formulas we've given to this cell is going to apply it to what? To other cells we are autofilling. As default, this one is going to be accepting what? Anything, right? It's going to accept 9, anything I want to insert. But I want to make sure that the rules this particular cell is taking, it's applicable to this one also. Exactly 19 is going to accept it. So instead of saying I want to go through the process of what? Stressing myself out, redoing it again, I don't want to go through. So I just need to come to this particular with autofill. Then you scroll down like you select, you just scroll down like this. Now let me show you. Can I type SH here now? No. But what happened? The same rule I've given to my first cell is now applicable to it also. Exactly. But if I should type 9, it will accept 7, it will accept. If I type 12 also, will it accept? No. Because 12 is not between what? The numbers. I hope this is clear to everyone, please. Within the next 7 minutes, before I start text function, please, does anyone ask a question on this aspect? Before we go to text function, please. So, Bushola, please, can I take question from just 2 or 3 people? Just 1 or 2 people, please, because of time.
All right.
On this particular
please, if you have question, kindly raise your hand.
Is there anything you not get from my explanation? Please let me know before we start text function.
Okay. Elizabeth, please, you can speak. Ask your question. Hello? Elizabeth?
Please, if she's not available, someone else should talk, because by 11 o'clock on dot, I'm starting text function.
Michael.
They have just 6 minutes.
Please talk.
Just listening to ask their question.
Yeah, I'm with you, please.
All right.
Okay, I was asking the question. My network was actually fluctuating initially. So my question is, you said that is when I was trying to, after writing the name, he's trying to separate it by gender. He went through something. I couldn't really get that part, and I was still trying to get back to it. I couldn't wait to just go or rush through it. Let me understand how to select the gender.
Okay. Let me show you that. I said okay, but Elizabeth, please. Do you know I create list? Do you know how to create list? The only thing you are not clear is how I select the male and female.
Yes.
Okay. That is not a problem. Let me just show you. What I did was I said we should just try to make sure you type your male and female in a particular separate sheet. Why? Because if you should reference let me assume this is where I put it as my male and female. Exactly. Now let me show you something now. Let me say gender new. Exactly, gender new. Let me zoom out a bit. Okay. Because of confusion. Now look at my male and my female here now. Is that clear? Now let me call this one gender new. Okay. Now I will not tell the reason why I put my male and female in this sheet too. So I want to create a drop down list, something like this. Let me just I want my drop down list to be in form of this. Then my data, right? Then my data chooser, I go to my data validation. Then from there I will say instead of allow any value, what am I going to allow? List, right? Then now it's not going to ask me for source. Then I will reference this particular place. Now we say okay, right? That means from here I can select my male, you can see, or female. Here also I can select either my male or female. Now let me not tell the reason. The reason why I ask you to come and keep your male and female and reference it from this list because of what. Now let me clean this particular thing now. Now look at my drop down list. What's happening? It's not showing anything again, right? If you notice, it's not showing either male or female again. Why? Because of what? What I reference this cell, then it's anything that is in these 2 cells that is going to be showing under this particular my list. So if I should come here and type lame here now, you can see lame is what I'm having here now.
Yeah.
I hope you get it. We only reference that particular cell. So it's anything that is in that particular state that our list is going to be showing to us. So let's assume by mistake I mistakenly remove or delete. Okay, let me just say maybe in the process of me analyzing by mistake, I just do remove this or this thing. It might later give me an issue. You understand? Like this one now. I might just say, okay, someone should select cell their gender. They will not be like, this thing is just an empty thing. But the mistake has come from me. I hope you get. But once you have it in this particular sheet now, it will be very easy for you. They have no reason why they should come to this sheet. In fact, you can even hide this sheet. You can hide it. How do you do that? Just right click, then you come to hide. Exactly.
Yes.
So that means you've learned another thing to this question, right? How to hide sheets. Then if you want to unhide, just right click again, then you click on hide. It's going to what? You can see this one divided. Any other question?
Michael.
No, please. Don't let me take Michael. Michael is going to ask you a question later. This is 10:58 already.
Okay.
Let's move to text function. Yes, thanks. Now, so under this text function, we are going to be talking about what? Basically, just the case function. Okay, let me quickly list them out for you. Okay, now let's assume you are doing a particular work now. Then it requires you to be explaining like the way I was doing my own. What am I doing? I'm giving you, okay, these are what we are going to treat, right? Now that is when we use this text box, insert text box. Is that clear? Or you analyze, and maybe it's the analysis is going to be done by just 2 or 3 people. You need to do your own aspect, then the other person needs to do his or her own aspect also. So it's always advisable for you to just it might be using this text box to kind of comment what you've done. Okay, I've done this, then you need to do this. Is that clear? So once you are giving to them, they know, okay, this is what he has done, this is what I need to do. So text box is it's very useful. It's in form of what? We use it for something like what? Like comments or just to say something. Okay? Now, so what you're going to be doing, you're going to talk about case function. Case function. Basically, then I will talk about what? Let me say clean function also. This is what you are going to be talking about. Both about clean function. Okay? I'm going to be talking about what? Len function also. And I'm going to be talking about what? Let me say split function also. Split function. Okay. Now under this case function, how many cases do we have in Excel? We have basically we have just 3. We have either all lowercase, uppercase, or propercase. All means uppercase means what? Everything should be capitalized. Everything should be what? Capitalized. Lowercase means what? Everything should be what? Should be in form of what? Small letter. Then proper case is going to be in form of what? Like the way we write our proper name. That means just make the first letter should be what? Just capitalize with the first letter. Okay, now let's go. The way I'm going to write the names, I'm going to just scatter them. Let me just say, okay, then I have what? I have okay. And I have what is again. Let me just say I have what okay. I have now. So now let's just use what our formulas for them. We have the uppercase now. We have the lowercase, and we have what now as proper case. Okay. So, Busola, please. And the first person to raise up their hand, let me ask them just one person. Now, what am I going to use to call out my function? Please, anyone? Just give the mic to just a person. Busola, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Please, what am I going to use to call out the function? Someone should tell me. Or they should type it in the box. Someone should type it.
Michael.
They should type. What will I use to call out my function?
The equal to
Thank you
the
very
equal
much.
to
Thanks.
sign.
Good of you. Yes. So we use, whenever we want to call out function, we use what? Equals to sign. Exactly. Now, and the function we use for what? Okay, let me just make this, let me use it like so that it will be very clear. This is lower and this what? Yes. Exactly. Even from the way I type their name, you should know, okay, this is what they are used for. Okay. Now, so whenever I want to capitalize all, we use what? Just what our upper. So now, if I should type upper ordinarily, nothing is going to happen. It's just as what I'm typing as what I'm typing normal thing. Exactly. But if I want to use what I want to call it, okay, this thing I want to type or Excel, know that this thing I'm typing, it's a function, not just ordinary typing. I will just what equals to, I will say what upper. You can see it, then put my text and enter. I hope you can see it now. So instead of saying I want to now do the same thing for Messi, I don't need to disturb myself. What will I do? Michael, what will I do? Instead of typing for this one for Lionel Messi, Rhys James, LeBron James, and LeBron James, what will I do?
He's muted. He's muted back.
Okay,
Let me unmute him.
Please unmute him. What will I do?
Michael, please raise up your hand.
Or someone else, Anyone that know what I can do.
All right.
I thought it's just with the mic. Okay. What will I do?
Ajayi Emmanuel, please, you can speak.
Okay.
Hello. Okay, maybe you should go on.
Okay. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. What will I do?
You click on icon, do that with box. I said you can.
What do you say?
Tiny box below. I said you can double on the tiny box below that.
Thank you very much. The square box, right? Thank you. What is the name? What name do you call it? I've said it before. What is its name?
The square below.
You've forgotten.
Okay, that's the
okay, yeah. Let me assist you. It's called autofill. What do I call it?
Yeah, autofill.
Autofill, yes. So just double type like this. I hope you can see it. Now same thing goes to lower. Equals to lower. Then what? Click, enter. Then you what? You double tap. Then same thing goes to proper. So now for what am I expecting? Only for Thiago Silva, only T and S should be what capital letter, then the S should be what small letter, right? For Lionel Messi, what happened? Only L and M should be what capital letter. For Rhys James, only R and J. Like, I hope you get me. So proper this, then enter. So I hope this is clear to every one of us. Is there anyone that did not get anything clearly? Eh? Anyone? Okay. So since we have no question, let us move forward.
Okay, there are people raising up their hands. There are people raising up their hands.
Okay.
Can I take them?
No, please. When I'm done.
All right.
They should just please. They should try to note down their question.
Okay.
Yes. Please try to note down your question so that I'll just answer everything at once because of time. Now let's move to. Now let us move to. Okay. Now this is what we are going to do now. We are going to have first name now. First name. Then we have last name. Okay, now I have Thiago and I have Silva. I have Rhys and I have James. I have Tola and I have what's Ayo. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to write their what? I want to have what? Their full name here. Okay, their full name. Now, so we call this one for what? Okay. We talk about what? Okay. Combination function. Okay. Let me use it. Functions for combining texts. So function for combining with text. Under this one now, we have first one as what? Concatenate. Okay. Now, so we are going to make use of what we've learned there. Make sure our what? Our margin center. Yes. So we have everything we are going to be typing here now. Concatenate. We have concats. We have text join. And we have concat operator. Now you see this text join. I think it's only on Office 365. I think it's on 2019 or so. I'm not sure, but it's on Office 365. That means if you are using Office 2016, I'm very certain 2016 you cannot have text join. Exactly, but you can use concatenate, concat, and concat operator. Okay, now let's continue. Now, what do I want to do? I want to have it in form of this. Okay, everything I'm having is their full name. So instead of having told me concatenate, what will I do? What I did the other time, just come to margin center, bam. So that means everything I'm having will be what? They are their full name. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to be having Thiago space Silva. Thiago hyphen Silva. This one will be what? This one will be space. This one will be separated by what? This one will be hyphen. This one will be what? This one will be separate. This one will be hyphen. This one will be space. This one will be what? Underscore. Let's continue. You get what I'm trying to say. Now, you see this concatenate and concat. Let me just tell you they are only different. The only difference they have is what is that you see this concat, I can swipe, but for concatenate, I can't swipe. Okay. Equals to concatenate. Now I can't do like this in concatenate and say enter. You can see it is not going to work. Okay, it's not going to work. So I just say no. So I just say A11, silver, then enter. Can you see it now? I'm having what my Thiago and what space silver. But this is not what I want, right? I want you to have what equals to in between. So what will I do? Now, whenever you are using any function, please, this is the part, this is a rule note in Excel. Whenever you are using any function, it now requires you to type either a symbol or text. You need to put in quotation mark. Let me come again. Whenever you are using a function, during the process of using that function, you now want to insert either a space or hyphen, any symbol at all, or you want to insert alphabets. So far, what we want to insert is not a number. It is a must for you to put it in double quotation mark. It is a must. Okay, now notice I'm going to put space in now without putting it in quotation mark. Space. I hope you can see that I've added a space. Now say comma. You can see that there's a space between my A11, the two comma, there's a space between. Because if there's no space, look at how it will look. But there's a space here now, right? Now I say what? Silver. Then I close my bracket, enter. You can see that it's not going to work. If I should make it in form of this, my space should be what? Double quotation mark. You can see my space is inside double quotation mark, then I will enter. I hope you can see it now. It works. Yes or no? Now let me come in. So I say I'm going to be using hyphen here, right? And I say equals to concat. Like this is what I was saying the other time. If it is concat, I can just swipe like this. Enter. It's going to work. I hope you see the difference. That is the only difference they have, as far as I know. But concatenate and concat, the only difference they have, as far as I know, is what just swiping and not swiping. And this concatenate, it has been long. This concatenate has been like it is. Should I say like the default combining functions that come to exist concatenate. So this concat was when they were updating, that's when they what to this concats. I hope you are getting me now. So, but this is not what I want. I want you to have what hyphen, right? So I'll just say A11, comma, double quotation mark, my hyphen inside with a double quotation mark. So open double quotation mark, put anything you want to inside, put inside that double quotation mark, and close your double quotation mark. Then comma again, and then I saw what silver enter. I hope this is clear. And I've told you, yeah, we don't stress ourselves. So just what instead of retyping, don't use double quotation, don't use what our autofill, autofill again. So we don't need to stress ourselves. Okay. Now the next one now is what text join. This text join is what it's very simple. So app equals to, let me say text join. Exactly. Now the first thing is going to be asking what is delimiter. Is what delimiter. That delimiter means what do you want to use to in separating them? As I said, whenever we are using a function, if you want to type anything that is not a number, it will be what double quotation mark. So if I just put hyphen here and I say comma, it's not going to work. Okay, all I do double quotation mark hyphen, you close the double quotation mark, comma, and you can see if I don't know if you notice something here. There's something that looks like what, like a guide. Yeah, it's a guide. If you notice what it's what my delimiter that is bold here. But once I am done, then I click on what? Sorry, comma. That means I'm done with my delimiter. The next thing is ignore empty cells. Now this ignore empty cells in between the okay, just put in what in. Yes, let me put in 2. What does it mean? It means, for example, let me assume I have what Thiago Silva, Thiago space Silva. So if I want to swipe, that if there is space between that Thiago space Silva, should it what ignore it or not? So normally should ignore it. Then what? My text. So all I just need to do, I don't need to be using comma. Just swipe like this, then enter. Let me come again. So this concat operator, I'll use that as an assignment for you. Go and learn how to use concat operator. Then I'm going to ask you a question on it first in our class tomorrow. Is that clear? So I'm not going to be talking about it. Now let me show you again. So for text join, the first thing is going to be asking is delimiter. Okay, since you want to swipe, because it assumes that we want to swipe, we don't want to be using comma. So now it's not going to ask, okay, what should I help you to use in separating each column? So just what this comma. Okay, yes, ignore empty cells, comma, then what? Close it, enter. Then what? Use what? Autofill. I hope this is clear. So your first assignment from this is what? Go and learn how to use your concat operator. First, what do you call concat operator and how do you use it? By God's grace, tomorrow morning before we start any class, I'm going to ask you the question. Okay? Yes. Now the next thing is what you've talked about. Now the next thing is let us learn how to split what text. How to do what? How to split text. That means, for example, we have what? We have some people have written that their first name, second name, and third name. Then we want to show about we want to split it now. So what? First name, second name, third name. Now let me show you. Yeah, they wrote their full name. Okay. We have Ola, Tayo, Shadi. We have Toby, Miriam, Titi. We have Ahmed, Demi, Toyi. Okay, now this is what first name, this is what middle name, and this is what last name. Okay, so I don't want to be typing this one is what Ola is what the person's first name. This one Tayo is what this one. Then so what Shadi. It's going to be stressful for me. Yes or no? So let's assume I have like about 500 names. So I'll not be doing that. No. We don't do that here. We don't what? We don't do that here. Fab. So how do you do that? It's very, very simple. It's what? Very, very simple. Now the first thing that we have, first, let me write them out, right? We have left, we have mid, we have text before, we have text after, and we have what? Text splits. Exactly. So this one, it's very simple. So what we just write do is going to just what extract what the rightmost one for us. Should it go? Okay. Let me start. No, let this be my what? Let this be my left. This should be my what? My mid. Then this should be my what? My right. Now, so what am I having? I'm having what? Left. So I want to extract their first now. Just equals to left. Then what? This, comma. How many characters is Ola? Just 3. Then say enter. Exactly. But in this aspect now, that it will not be easy for me to what? I want to use my autofill. Why? Because of what? Just some names might varies. Just like what I'm having here. So that means that we have to do for this one. So equals to left. Now what? Just say this, comma 4. Okay? And equals to left this, comma 5. So that we are not going to, so it will not be confusing us. Let me just use something like this. Autofill is fill column. Okay, now let's continue. Now this one is what? Mid. If I want to start the mid name, but don't let me go there now. Now let me come to right. Equals to right text, comma number of character 5. Enter. This is equals to right this, comma 4. Since story is also 4 letter or so, let me just autofill for that. You see the way it works now. So let us now use our mid. If you notice in my left, how many do I use? It has just two words, just two arguments, the text and number of character. Then this shall be also same thing. Now, but this one it has 3. It has how many? 3. What is the third one? We are going to see it now. It just equals to mid. Then what's my text? This is my text. This, comma. What's my start number? That means I want to start, right? Yes, I want to start. But what number is it going to start the extraction from? Now let's count. O is the first word. O is what? Place number 1. L number 2. A number 3. Space number 4. T is what? Number 5. So I'm going to be count them one by one. So anyone I want to start, its place value is what I'm going to what? Type. So O is what? Place number 1, L2, A3, space 4, T is number 5. I'll just say 5 here. Now, how many characters is your tile? 4. Then I'll say 4. I will close the brackets, then enter. Now let me do the one for my emotion. Equals to mid. Say this, comma. What is my start number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Miriam is in place what? 6, right? I'm say 6, comma. Miriam is how many letter? 6, 6. Close the bracket, enter. You see it? Then this one also equals to mid. This, comma. Start number is what? Ahmed is what? 5, space 6, D, making what? 7. I'll just what? 7 slash and comma, how many character? Just 4. close the bracket, enter. Is it clear? Now, so I've given you one assignment before, right? I'm going to give you another assignment now. You see, we have text before, text after, and text split. I'm going to talk about which should I check? Okay, let me choose just text. You see, these things are actually simple. I'm going to talk about text splits. Yes, text splits. Now, tomorrow also, you add this to the concat operator assignment I've given you. Text before and text after. Go and learn it. Exactly. I'm going to ask you these questions tomorrow. And if I do not get answer to them, I'm not going to take your class tomorrow. So we need to what? We need to make sure we are taking the class assignment serious. Okay. First thing before I start tomorrow class, first, what is concat operator? Someone should just explain to me how do we use it. Then once you've gotten it, we have no problem. Okay. Then tomorrow also, after concat operator, text before, text after. Someone should explain to me. Is that clear? Please make sure you do that. If you do not do it, maybe we forfeit tomorrow's class. I pray that won't happen. Okay, now let's go. Equals to text split. Okay, I understand the fact that some people might not be able to use it if they are not using Office 365. But I believe almost everyone should have Office 365. But we've been taught how to create developer accounts. So I believe that shouldn't really be a problem. Now, the first thing is going to be asking now. Now, this is going to be our guide. What? Our guide. Okay? I'll just say what? The first thing that's for is what? Is text. If you can check text, just click on what? This text, comma. Now it's asking for column delimited. That means what is separating them? Like, what do you have that is separating them? It's space. Just what? Space, comma. Now it's asking for row delimiter. I don't have row delimiter, mention match mode. No. Let me quickly explain something to you also in Excel. You see, whenever you have any IntelliSense in Excel, we call it IntelliSense, yes. That is in a square bracket. That thing is not, it is not compulsory you supply it. Now you see this one that is not inside a square bracket. This text, this column delimiter, that is not inside a square bracket. It is a must. It's not a matter of if I like or I don't like. No, it is a must. You supply something there. I hope you get me. Let me come again. Whenever we have anything from my IntelliSense that is in a square bracket, that means it's your choice. If you feel like supplying it, fine. If it is empty, like if it is a must. Right. That's supplying test. No, it's not good. Okay. Yes. So just want to close this. Separate each of them in different columns. Can see my all columns. Okay. So if I just come like this, this is not, it works. So please, the first one is that go and learn concat operator. I will ask you a question. That means you are teaching me how to use concat operator tomorrow. Text before and text after, you are teaching me tomorrow. Okay. Now let's move. Now the next one is that we have clean and not learn. Now that split is what we've done now. So we have just clean and learn now. Now let me quickly explain something to you. I told you something about never in Excel space. I said mail space spend for what space mail. Two space, like check this one space 2. And I put what just 2 space there. Spend for what MALE with just 1 space. The one with 1 space is not the same as the one with 2 space. Okay, because space is also a character. So it's not like saying mail 1 and mail 11. They are not the same thing. Hope it's clear. Now, so let's assume I now have data set that has a lot of empty spaces. Now, in fact, okay, like this one now. Like this one now, you cannot even know what if there is space there or not. Right? Yes. So now, what will I use to what clean my space? What will you use to clean space just now as trim function? Why do I call it trim function? So the first thing, let us learn how to what. No, this one normal. This one just as normal. It is what mail M-A-L-E, because I'm only seeing what just the 4 letters. But we ourselves, while inputting, we know that okay, this thing, no, we already have some space, but it's not going to show. That's why we call it what white space. Why do I call it white space? Because what, you can't know easily that there is a space there. Okay. Now let me continue. So let us now use something we know as a length function. Now, what do we use this function to do? Just what know the number of what of characters we have in a cell. So equals to len, then text enter. Let me say this. And say, okay, let me add more space to this one. Let me add more space to this one also. You can see it now. Now, so I want to what? Normal mail is how many letters? Just 4-letter words. What all those what unnecessary space. Exactly. Another thing you need to know is that in Excel is that okay. Let me tell you how this string function works. So this string function, if I have, let me use my name now, Kobe. Oh yes, CG like this. Now I have this one now. Exactly. No. Then I have okay like this. Yes, this should be okay. You see, my string function, normal if it is words, if it's not, if you're adding what, if you're writing what in form of what sentence or space, you are expected to have what just one space what between each of what your words. So that means whenever I'm applying trim function now, trim function is not going to affect anything this Korea ACD. We're going to what it is just a space I'm having there. But the one with what more than a space is going to be affected. So what does trim function does? It's going to what remove any space before the first letter. Remove spaces after the last letter, but it is not necessary. And whenever we have more than a space within just whenever we have more than within 2 or more sentences, that means let me say I have Korea usage now. Now I have what Korea space usage. No, it's going to reduce it to just one. If I'm having just Korea space or ACG, it's going to nothing's going to be affected there. Now let me use it. Equals to 3. This enter. Let me use my autofill. What to know if this thing is correct? Let us now use our len also again. Equals to len. Hope you can see now. You can see I'm having 4, 4, 4, 4, 14, 14, 14. So that is that on this. Okay. Now, please be sure let's take questions on this. If anyone has any question
All right.
on test functions so far.
Okay, if you have any question on test function, kindly raise your hand. I will start unmuting you now.
Oh.
Ayomide Olani, please, can you kindly ask your question on test function? Unmute yourself. Ayomide Olani. Ayomide Olani.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. Please, I want to ask concerning the split function, the left, right, and mid I was explaining. Now for the mid and the left and right, if we have like a large data set now, we cannot just autofill for all due to the number of characters they might vary from each other. So is there like another like a how will I call it, a shortcut to getting that, especially if you have a large data set.
Can you come again?
Okay, in the split function now, if you have a large data set that has thousands of that is in thousands now, and you want to like use the split function instead of doing it one like you explained, and we cannot autofill. Is there another function to do that kind of um splitting?
Do you get the question, Kowi?
I got the question.
Hello. Do you get the question?
Can we take one more question, please? One more question, please.
Okay, one more question. Abimbola Balogun. Abimbola. Hello, Abimbola. You can mute yourself.
Can you hear me?
All right, I can hear you now.
All right, good morning. Please, Kowi,
morning.
first of yeah, your screen, and I thought it was my network before, but it wasn't. Your screen was lagging, like your audio moves faster than the screen. Then secondly, please, I was using Excel yesterday to do some things, and in the column where I have I want to ask, is it the formula that I'm supposed to use? Is it text after? I know you give us as an assignment, but I'm very confused on it. Like I have a figure, like I'm trying to put a number of experience in a column, and at the end of the figure, I'm having years. So when I was trying to sort it to put the largest number to the lowest, I figured out that he did not arrange it. Is it because I have letters behind the figures? That's why I'm having such problem. I know it's not so much related to what we're doing right now, but I just want to get clarification on that. Is it a text after function or
Okay.
a text before function?
Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Now, based on what you just explained now, that if you're having alphabet before it, that means it's going to be using the alphabet to sort, not here.
No, the alphabet is after, let's say 10 years, and you know the way we write 10 then YRS as yes. So is it a text
Then you should be
function
sorting
based?
it's going to be sorted with what you have first. If it is number you're having, you should be sorted with the number first.
Okay, so I wanted
Like,
to
this is what
it
it
didn't
means. You
actually
have 2
sort it
years.
for
I'm
me.
coming. You have 2 years, and you have something like this, right?
Yes.
Then it should be sorted based on the two, not the years.
Okay.
Do you
Because
get me?
I get you, but I was not getting it the way I want it arranged. It was still scattered around.
Maybe
So
you can just send to Discord
all
after the
right,
class.
thank
Okay,
you.
now let me quickly explain what I think. I love the question the person actually asked. That is where we combine our text. The first question, that instead of you counting it, I love that question. That is where that is where we start combining what text functions. Is that clear? Now let me quickly talk about search also. Then from there we just move. Exactly. We also have a function. Let me call it. We have what search and find. Search and find. Okay. Now this search and find, they are doing the same thing, just that they have one difference. What is it? While find is case sensitive. Search is what not case sensitive, while find is what is case sensitive. And what is their work? They are going to tell you the position of a particular what letter. Now let me come here. I have Shubomi, Kolawole, Temi. I have Dolayemi Michael. Now, if I want to do something like this, so I don't want to be typing, how will I go about it? First thing, let me show you how to use search. So what am I having my search? I'm having what? This is what text is now the first going to be asking what is which text do I want to find? I will say what K, right? I'll just say what K, comma. Then what within this text? Right, enter. Can K is what position number 8. Right? Now this question 8. So if I now want to do it like this, now I want to use now just what made. What did I say? This is my text, comma. Now what's my start number? This is my start number, right? So that I'm going to stop there. Because empty this one should return what is what I'm going to have as what my start number. Okay. Character, number of characters is what I mean, just 8. Now just say what 8. Then close the bracket and enter. This is now, but it's not going to work for this one, right? Now I'm going to leave that for you. I will give you an assignment for you to go and do something like this. Exactly, I will definitely give you an assignment on it. So now go and figure out how can you now do it about. Now from the assignment I'm going to give, it is autofill you must use. It is a must. You must use autofill. So don't worry, it's part of your assignment. Exactly. But at least I've shown you how to sell out instead of counting. Where how you can get this easily. So but I'm not going to tell you that one. So just figure it out. Please, I want you to rack your brain a bit with the assignments. Then maybe tomorrow morning we'll start with it. But that is if a number of you actually did it. If I have low turnout, then just forget it. I'm not going to be doing it. Okay? Now, so that is that on text function generally. Now let's move to date function. Then from there we call it a day. Now the first thing is that we are going to be talking about dates. So now please, once it's 11:50, please just let me know. Exactly.
Right. Noted.
Now, first thing you need to know is what is the date format in Excel. Now, if I'm to ask what today's date in Nigeria, what will you say? You saw what today's date? Today's date 10/02/2024. Right? Now, what is this format? If you notice, you did this /mm/YYYY. This is the format. Yes or yes? Yes. But this is not the case in Excel. That is not the case in Excel. If I should type this in Excel, that means I'm writing October 2024. So the date format in Excel is mm/dd/YYY. It is American standard. So now if I want to type today's date in Excel, I will just say today's is 02/ 10/2024. Then is that clear now? I'm going to show you something now. In Nigeria, we say what? We are going to say 10/02/2024. In Nigeria, right? Now, let me now show you. How are we going to know which one is correct? Let's check. You know, here now, when I was talking about, I said we have two types of date: short date and long date. You see this short date is going to show us in this particular format, just the dates like this. If I'm using long date is going to be showing what? Both the day, the month, and the year. You can see it now. Let me click on it. You know what I'm having here is this. Let's see equals to this so that I've copied what I'm having here. Now let me change this one to what? To long dates. Let me just also put it. Now you see in Nigeria form 10 to 20. What is it writing? October 2. But now in month, day, year, what am I having? February 10, 2024. I hope you get it. So this is the format what MS Excel uses. This is the format it uses. Then from there, we now start explaining some things about what Excel. Please. Now, so now let's learn how to extract. If I have date, if I have month, and I have year, how will I extract the day, the month, and the year? Let's do that now. So I'm going to be using just these two dates. So I want to extract the date and month. Let me just do this two. One that just equals to what? This day. Don't format as well as dates.
Hello, Kowi. It is 11:45 already.
Okay. Anyway, I stop. I'm going to continue tomorrow. All right, thanks. Now I'm having what did here, right? Now if I want to start date here also. So no need of doing just sort of fill. Then year month equals to months. This enter. So you're going to start with my month for me. Then here I have what equals to year. You see what happens? It's going to extract what my year for me. That's how to extract both date and month and year from what from a particular what cell. Okay, that's how to go about it. We have another function, another type which is text, but this one is the best. But the text is going to be converting to text function. So let's move with this one. Okay. Okay. For the sake of question, please let's stop the class here. Next tomorrow we continue from what? From the date function before we move to other functions. So Busola, please you can take over from here. Can you hear me? Hello?
Hi, Kowi. Yes, I can hear
Yes.
you.
So you can take over from there. I'm done. So let's entertain questions
All
for the
right,
next
thank
2
you.
minutes.
Yeah, we'll be answering questions. Please don't leave the class. We'll be taking attendance after the class. Like we said during the orientation, the attendance are really, really really important. So the attendance will not be shared on the main Discord server. We'll be projecting a QR code for us here to, like, you can take. I believe we all know how to, like, scan a QR code. You take this QR code using your phone camera and that. So don't leave the class. Attendance is really important. We said this last week. So we'll be taking questions for the next 3 to 5 minutes. If you have any question, kindly raise your hand. Sola, over to you, please.
All right. Thank you, Esther. Please, if you have any question, kindly raise your hand. I will be giving you mic permission. And as soon as you have given mic permission, please unmute and ask your question. Thank you. Hello, Adegoke. Please ask your question. Hello, Adegoke. Please unmute yourself. Okay. Ayodele Jewel. You can unmute yourself. Ayodele Jewel.
Okay. Good morning, ma. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Is it called your? I'm very sorry. I don't know how to pronounce that name.
Or we.
But thank you for the lecture. Actually, I totally understand everything. But I just want to ask whether the recorded video for today, the recorded lecture for today, will also be available. So in case if you want to check back.
I clicked on the announcements on the Discord server. Recordings will be posted on our YouTube channel for today and tomorrow's class. On up before Monday latest. That's where the recording will be available. Thank you.
Okay, on YouTube channel, right?
Yes, it will be shared with us when it is available on or before Monday, latest Monday. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Ajayi Emmanuel. You can unmute yourself. Ajayi Emmanuel. Okay. Adewuyi Oreoluwa. Adewuyi Oreoluwa, please unmute yourself. Please, if I call you twice and you did not unmute yourself, I will have to move to another person because there are a lot of people that are raising up their hands.
Yeah, good afternoon. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, I can hear you.
It's about the contaminate or contaminate or something. That function that he explained. In the other one, contact is not. I didn't get the point where he was adding commas and he was adding hyphen also. I didn't get that point.
Okay. Your questions are noted. Please, Kowi, can you kindly answer?
Please let me just get one or two questions together. So, and please, the QR code is on now, please. So, any other person with question, please.
Deborah.
The QR code is on now, please.
Deborah, please unmute yourself. Deborah Olowoniyi. Deborah. Okay, moving to the next person. Lukma Olatuji. Lukma Olatuji. Okay. The next person. Odun. Please, can you unmute yourself? If I'm calling your name, you have the right to unmute yourself.
Okay, yeah.
Just
Hi.
unmute yourself. Hi.
Morning. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Corey. It was a very nice class. I mean, it was very, very educative. Mine is more of a feedback ahead of tomorrow's class. I mean, please, if there's anything you could help us do to the network ahead of the class, please, to be very appreciated. I mean, the class was very nice, but the lagging issue was just the problem. At times when you explain a lot of things, we get to see it late. So for me personally, let me speak for myself. I wasn't able to catch up with some of those things. I was hearing you, understanding you, but I wasn't catching up with the live presentation because of the network issue. So if there's anything you could help us do on that for tomorrow's class, it would be so appreciated. So thank you so much. And that's just it from me.
Okay. Mayowa, please unmute yourself. Mayowa.
My question is to Mr. Corey. From the concatenate function rather, is there a way, if you are giving a full name, is there a way we can break it down to first name and last name? That's my question.
Corey, please, do you get the question before I move to the next person? Hello, Corey. Hello.
I don't get the question, please. I don't get the question.
Please,
Hello,
can you?
everyone, please. I'm coming.
Okay.
Please, everyone, the QR code is
question
on
is
now. Because once I share my screen, you'll not be able to scan it again. Please try to scan it right away before I share my screen. But that is part of the reason why I'm saying I want to collect all the questions before I share my screen again. Please try to scan it now. Thanks.
Please,
now, please, the second question.
Scan the code. Yes, scan the code on the screen so as to mark your attendance. It is very, very important. Please do that right
now. Question. Thanks.
What do you say?
The question, the second question.
The second question. Mayowa, please, can you recap?
Okay. Thank you for the lecture, Mr. Corey. My question is, from where you did concatenation, please, if you are giving a full name, is there a way we can split it into first name and last name?
Okay. Okay, your question is noted. Okay. Corey, okay, I've noted the question down.
Please, can you tell me the question, please? Tell me the question, Salah.
All right. He said, peradventure someone is given a full name and the person wants to split the full name into maybe first name and last name. How can the person do that?
Okay.
What function should the person use?
Okay. If it's full name, I think I've done that. But at least go and learn what I ask you to learn, actually. Please. That text before and text after. I think that will answer your question. Please, it is very important for you to go and learn this thing. Exactly. So I want to learn from you people tomorrow. Okay? Now, good. Now, let me quickly explain it. What I was just trying to explain there is that I said first thing what the only difference between what concat and what and concatenate is because of is the hyphen, is the splitting. But now I want to add hyphen, so that means I need to be using comma to separate them. Exactly. Had it been I'm not adding anything, it's something I can just swipe. But since I want to separate it with what with an hyphen, that is why I'm using what. That is why I selected what this text one, comma, then the hyphen, comma, then what the B11. I hope this has answered the question, please.
Hello. Okay. Who has the question? Has it answered your question? Has this okay? Should I move to the next person?
I think it's time. Oh,
All right. All right.
yes. We don't want to exceed the 12 we promise.
Okay. So
If it
okay.
is possible for us to just let us end it, because I don't want to about I'm going to stretch more than the 12 o'clock.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So please, everyone, kindly attend to the assignment given.
Yes.
will
So
help
the
you to
assignment is
know-
first, go and learn how to use concat operator. The second one is what, go and learn how to use your text before and what text after. I'm going to ask you the first thing tomorrow class. If you people are not ready to teach me too, I'm not teaching you. So I want to learn from me tomorrow. Is that clear? You first be my teacher before I be a tutor tomorrow. Okay?
So
Thanks for joining everyone.
all right.
Thanks for joining.
Please,
Please, you can share this QR code back before 12. They have just 2 minutes left. So let me stop sharing my screen. Thanks for joining. Bye.
Okay, so please, before you leave, everyone, please scan the code. I'm going to share you the screen now. Make sure you scan.
We have over 100 people here and less than 50 people have scanned the code. Please, it is really important. I'm repeating it again. Like we said during the orientation, the class is free, yes, but people are here to give you your time, and it is really important to know that you are also interested in this. So please fill the attendance. It is really important. Please.
Please, Esther, can you
If you
kindly
know
share
that
the code, please?
Okay.
My screen is lagging. Thank you.
All right, I will share again. Let me know when you can see my screen.
All right.
I'm sharing my screen now. Can you see it?
Almost. Okay, yes, I can see it now. So please scan this code. It is very, very important so as to mark your attendance for today's class.
So that to make it easier for them, I don't know if you can like also drop. Please, no, don't share the link because people need to be here every time because we don't want the link to go outside this hall.
Yes, that's
Please.
it.
Just take a scan. Open your camera, your phone camera, and just do as if you want to snap the picture in case you don't have to scan the QR code. Do as if you want to take a picture with it. The link will pop up. Just click on the link, then you have access to fill it. It's just by you opening your camera as if you want to take the picture of the screen. Wait for a while, let your camera scan the QR code. Then you see a link pop up. Click on the link. Yeah. It's 12 o'clock already. I'll stay on for like 2 minutes more for you to take your attendance. When it's 12:02, we'll be ending the class. Thank you.
Please, if you are scanned, can you just show indicate with an emoji, a thumbs up emoji, so that we can know the number of people that are left. Please. Thank you. We are waiting for others. It is very mandatory that you scan your attendance. Okay, thank you. I can see the reactions.
Hi, Busola.
Hi.
Yeah, please, apologies. I wanted to confirm, was there any material shared for this class? Like, when Kobe was teaching, I expect I would be using the same material to do. Okay, but
No,
going
there
forward, is there
wasn't.
going to be anything to share so that once it's going through all those things he's doing, we would also be having the hands-on so that we don't lag on and going back and forth asking questions. I believe that's how it's supposed to be.
Also, please, I'm sorry to
Yes,
cut you short. Nobody should share the link to this QR code on the Discord server. Please. We know that we could like share it there or something. We have a reason for not sharing it on the Discord server. Don't share the link on the Discord server, please. Thank you.
Okay, so please, if it's possible, we can get the material so that we can practice. Because whatever I want us to learn before tomorrow, if we don't have the said material on what we did today, we won't be able to do it.
we will have to get back to him on WhatsApp. We have to chat him up on that concerning that.
All right, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank you. Hi, Esther. Please, are people responding?
Yes, they are.
All right.
Okay, hello, Bisola. So, hello, guys. If you have filled the attendance, you can leave the meeting. You don't have to wait again. Once you have scanned, you have taken your attendance, you can leave.
Sorry, I broke that. I wanted to stop because it's still with us.